Steelyard, and we are here in the Airstream with Lynai and from Mitchell Black, and we are going to talk about some wallpaper, which is what Mitchell Black does. But actually,
one of my
art
favorite
as well. I mean, did you start out doing the art first?
Well, we did, yes. So we came to market primarily as an art company. We make our own acrylic frames. Look at you, or look at the camera, but we have a 9-foot. We came up with this beautiful 9-foot tall peacock. It's 9 feet tall by 7 feet
peacock.
wide.
Yeah.
And people literally wanted it larger. And I always said, what do these people want? Wallpaper? So from there we started, we came up with 4 patterns, hung them in our showroom here in High Point, and every designer that walked by wanted samples. And from there, we are now up to about 300 different designs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think I remember, because at first you were in a fairly small, you weren't at Market Square. Where's your first booth?
My very first booth at High Point was a little bitty space on the mezzanine in Salon.
So Market Suites at Market Square.
That's right, yes.
I get a little confused.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
It's just not confusing at all.
There's 100 buildings, you know.
And they're all named Market something.
Exactly. And then we moved down to the first floor in Salon, and we had a much bigger space. It was wonderful. We've been coming for 7 years.
And so you're still there in that space.
Oh gosh, we've moved so many times.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And sometimes you're at 2 different spaces.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I've been to. I love Market, so I'll show in anybody's showroom that wants me to hang wallpaper
well, it seems to me they're getting bigger
too.
though too, because you're expanding your lines and
absolutely.
So you've been growing with that. So how did it start? Is your degree in design? Or are you in art?
My degree is in economics.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yes, it's so natural, such a natural progression from Wall Street. So after college, I worked selling information and quotes, price streams, and news for Reuters to trading companies on Wall Street, the biggest ones. Those were my customers. I worked on a team, and we were the best team. What can I say? So we had the best clients, and I ended up doing that for 13 years before I went out on my own and did some other investing. And when I wanted to just be with my kids, I decided I needed something to occupy my mind and my time, and Mitchell Black was born.
Wow. So did it start with the art? I mean, what?
Well, so it started with stationery. It's a long, windy road. It's been a long, windy road to wallpaper. But when I think about the very first time that I talked about paper, I had to figure out, what do I want to do with my life now? And I said, well, I really love paper. I really love stationery and cards.
Yeah.
And so I launched this card line, and the art that came together for the card line, we also translated into art, basically.
Yeah.
Art,
Yeah,
framed art, and pop colors, really fun. And got to market. We've been to every market in the U.S. I feel like.
So you kind of started out in that sort of the gifter space.
Yeah. Yep. We went to all the gift shows in New York. We did 2 Maison shows when Maison had a Miami show. We did 2 of those. We've done the Architectural Digest show for the past 3 years. That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And Las Vegas. So I guess the only place we haven't done a show is Dallas.
Oh wow! Well, there's still, still
time
to check that off the list.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's crazy. So I mean, I guess maybe the economics background and the business background helps you run this business, because it is a business. You have where's your wallpaper and wall coverings? I guess wallpaper is wallpaper like.
It's interesting. We it is officially called wall coverings because it falls into textiles, and for the commercial market and for designers, they call it wall coverings, right? So when we launched our brand on the web, it has wall covering all over it. So I met someone who is an investor type, and he had done some deep dive on the back end of our site, and he said, do you realize that your website does not say the word wallpaper anywhere? And I said, well, yeah, because we call it wall coverings, you know.
The industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he said, right, but you're running a consumer site now.
Yeah.
So wallpaper is what people are searching for.
It's
and
the layperson's
exactly.
term. Yeah.
And so now I really don't know what to call it. So we just throw in both things in there.
Wallpaper, wall covering,
Yep.
because I know I always feel like that, for the industry, wall covering, because it can be made of anything. But but you primarily, I know you have like several different types of materials, but do you do any textiles?
Yes. So 1 month ago we launched Textiles. So now there's Mitchell Black Textiles showing at the Karen Sachs showroom in North Carolina, in Charlotte, and in Raleigh.
Oh, wow.
So that is new for us, but it's exciting. It's something I've always wanted to do and always wanted to get into. Up to date, for the past 5 or so years, people have asked us to print textiles for them, fabric.
Yeah, it's kind of the next logical
Exactly.
step.
It's a natural progression
Yeah.
of the brand, which makes the most sense. And so I'm excited that we're able to do that with Karen Sachs.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So what wallpaper covering do you have in your own house?
Ooh.
People say it's like feeding my children. I don't know, but what's in your house?
All right, I know it has been a very difficult decision, but I did decide. Well, the first decision I made was the day I walked into the house and I was looking at it. And I was like, oh, this cute wallpaper. But then when I bought the house, I said, okay, day one, this Faro and Ball paper has to come down because it was beautiful, but I couldn't have anyone walk in and see this in my own.
That's right.
So
there is a certain pressure that comes with
exactly. So in my dining room, what we're actually doing is we are going to hang a wallpaper that is blank, and then we're going to do abstract painting over it. So it'll be a Mitchell Black original wallpaper.
Well,
yes. And then of what's available, the Lori Paranche, Mrs. Paranche, there's a paper called Formation, and I chose the Eve's Blue version. It's in my water closet, and it's just, I love it. It's so beautiful, and it just came together really well, and I hung it myself.
Oh, wow.
I do this.
So you want to make sure it was user-friendly.
Yes.
But that's the great thing, too, is most of those collections come in so many colorways, and obviously there's so many different variations.
And that's one of the great things about the way that we create wallpaper and the way that we actually manufacture it is we're digitally printing, and we digitally print on demand. So any of the designs can be customized.
So I could tweak that color. I could say that's a little too corally. I want this to be a little,
Absolutely. So people will send us paint chip colors or Pantone, CYMK information, and we will plug that in, send them some strike-offs, and if it's not right, we have a new software that allows us to put in a color and get a range of colors around that. So it's so much better than just sending, okay, here's the color you asked for when you printed on paper. Now it's, here are 40 colors that are based on that formulation. Which of these do you want? So I love it.
Yeah, that would
really
be
great.
So much fun. That'd be so much fun. Oh gosh, I can't. So now you, where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Chicago?
I grew up in Harlem. I grew up in New York City.
New York, but then so what brought you to Chicago?
Yeah,
Seems like kind of a trail.
I have a long, windy story about everything. But I grew up in New York City, and then I went to high school in Chicago. Moved back to New York City for college.
And where did you?
I went to Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's about 90 minutes out of the city, outside of the city. So I went home every weekend. You know, it was very wonderful. I loved it. My daughter went there as well. She did not love it. But I did.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, you can't, you know, can lead a horse to water.
Right,
but, you know,
right.
They have to be their own people.
So I ended up in Chicago again because that's where my husband's his business is there. So we moved there in 2004, and I've been there ever since.
Yeah, it's a great city. It's amazing. Yeah, but it seems like you're a city girl then. Though
I am.
So
absolutely,
yeah, it's great. So
yeah.
So you grew up in Harlem. So I've been asking people about like their favorite Halloween candy, and so yeah, what is your favorite Halloween candy?
Okay, Hershey's Kiss.
Oh, but so just the Kiss, like
The Kiss with the almonds in it.
so if they just got one little kiss from well, you're an easy trick or treater. We had one person who I won't mention, Tom Felicia, said anything that is a huge candy bar, like the full size candy bar.
Right, he doesn't like the little.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't care what it is. If it's full size, that made it really special. Like, but so.
Well, this is the Hershey's Kiss is the only one where that is like the opposite, right? Because that big old Hershey's Kiss that they sell is terrible.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know,
You
so
get
that's
that little
the one.
balance of the Hershey's Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, that's good. Okay, let's see one more fun one. Cat person, dog person, neither.
Ooh, I am a dog person. I have no pets, however. But when I did work down in New York City, in the World Financial Center, I had a framed photo of a Westie on my desk, and everybody thought that was my dog. But it was my dream dog.
Oh,
the one I wanted, the one I will
Your
have one day.
inspiration just
Yeah.
sitting on the desk.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, I've really enjoyed talking with you, and we love your papers. We're so happy that we have it on Steelyard, and that everybody can go and you can click through all the different colors, and then even then you can customize.
That's
and
right.
I just it's beautiful. And I guess maybe I just thought of another question.
Yeah.
Like what's the most unusual place or way somebody has used your wallpaper? Do you know? I know you see a lot of.
Let's see. That's interesting. Of course, the ceiling right now is a very interesting place to have
I've seen a
wallpaper,
lot of that
and
now.
that's been great. I've been thinking that. It's funny you asked about the cat and dog thing, because I don't know why I thought of wallpapering the inside of a dog house.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, why not? They like design too, right? I mean,
right.
why not?
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cute. Yeah.
So maybe I'll find a friend
Yeah.
with a dog.
And
in
if
the
you have,
house.
it's good if you after you're done with if you have some little bit left over, then just do the dog house.
That's right.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And cheers.
Oh my,
It's after 5, I think, or 4, or 3, whatever.